A quick peek into the locker room as the players get set for the game ahead. Looking to make up. Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up. Brian Anderson here, joined by Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. A look at the opening lineup for Florida. And this is a tough time of the season, Grant. A few months in, with a few months to go.
Yeah, B.A. You know, for the players, this is when they start to feel the grind of the regular season. A lot of the guys are dealing with nagging fatigue or mental weariness.
Florida moving the ball around. Magician, the pass to the Magician. From behind the arc. Malone, great positioning on the putback.
Great anticipation off the missed shot.
Oh, his timing was impeccable. And we're about a minute into the first. There's the triple. Unable to get that one. Pass to Magician. Rebound Florida.
What about their offense? It was a well-oiled machine, getting them high-quality looks time and time again.
You have to take advantage of opportunities. That's exactly what they did, and really, that's all you can ask for.
And that one drops.
Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things, but it's impossible to deny everything. That's a skilled play right there.
Magician, pass to the Magician. Here's Malone. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out, just going right for the slam.
Well, defensively, you've got to put a body on him. That guy will ruin you on the offensive glass.
Pass to Magician for three. Sinks it from distance.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
For Florida, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. And it's good for 2.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
Over to the wing. And he dunks it down.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. There's the three. The rebound by Malone. Gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but he drew the foul, and he'll go to the line.
Yeah, a strong move to the rack draws that foul.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw no good. Florida making a switch here. Ingram's checked in. That one misses.
That is disappointing. He is someone they normally rely on from the line.
Back to Lee. Launches it. That one's good on the sweet setup by Ingram.
That's a breakdown defensively. He is far too good of a shooter to leave that wide open.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Magician. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. These are his first free throws of the game.
At the line for 2, number 14.
Shooting 2.
And he makes a first. And he makes both free throws.
And having a big man like him who's efficient from the line used to be a luxury, but it's becoming more and more common.
Here's Lee. And again, it's Florida from deep.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
Pass to Ingram. Florida moving the ball around. Three-pointer. Fires in the triple. He's got 5.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Magician. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Great anticipation on the tip-in. He was ready to make that play.
So Mark Degno will call a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over.
All right, let's get to the court. Come on, now it's for duel.
Brown, he's checked in for Florida. And as we head deeper into January, let's glance over the power rankings and see where we're at. Taking a look at the visitors here. They slipped a bit. Still in the top 10, though.
Seeing where Florida is, they've played with a lot of effort over this last stretch. Sometimes that's the only edge you need to beat teams that are similar in talent. They're the class of their division right now.
There's a minute 34 left in the first quarter here. Gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10. Magician, pass to Malone. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
Here's Ingram. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
Yeah, he gives up a few inches to most of his matchups, but his ability to rise above always gives him a chance.
Here's Magician, covered by Ingram, and there it is for him. Magician's got his second bucket on the night.
They keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, you came to the right place. He found some room there along the baseline, some space at the rim, goes right up and puts it in without resistance.
Here's Magician. No points yet. Here's Magician, and the layup is good off the glass.
He will take that matchup every single time. He is not going to miss many of those.
Here's Lee. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. Got 8 of 13 attempts to go. Here's Magician. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. Pass to Magician. Inside. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
The bounce pass right on the money. Great setup.
It'll count. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so, lots of scoring in a competitive first quarter. Florida out in front, up by 2. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Florida.
Well, guys, early on, they're driving the lane constantly, using their quickness to gain an advantage. Look at their points off penetration.
Another highlight for them has been their early ball movement, making quick, decisive passes to set up guys for great looks.
Taking a look at Florida. To the left side wing. Let's go with a 3. Knocks down the triple. 5 points in the game.
Impressive offensive versatility for big. He can show you a variety of looks.
Here's Johnson. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Pass to Ingram. Fires the 3. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
In general, they're finding good looks from beyond the arc, steadily improving as this game's going along.
And that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
And regardless, it's great effort. You love to see that kind of hustle on defense.
And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Pass to Holland. Here's Malone, defended by Brown. And Malone gets it to go. Malone's got 10. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, guys, this summer saw the first ever 7-team trade in the NBA. You might wonder why it makes sense to involve so many parties, but basically teams have more flexibility salary-wise in these multi-team deals. It is enough to make your head spin, guys. This is where things are headed.
Big moves. Okay, Shams, thanks for the update. Holland can't hit.
Let's be honest. That's not a shot he should be taking.
I totally agree. That is not what they were looking for offensively.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. And Florida leads by 8.
And give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, they have just found the better looks, and they are capitalizing. Well, this is a good reminder for anybody who thinks he's too small for a 5. His athletic ability totally levels the playing field.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
And so Willie Green decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Both teams deciding to change it up. The league is already buzzing about this year's three-point contest. So let's have a look at the players likely to make an appearance.
The three-point contest only becomes more competitive every year as long-range shooting continues to be a coveted talent in the league. But these guys are in a league all their own.
He's going to need to move up this list big time to be part of the three-point contest. But he's got a shot.
Maybe, especially if he can get hot from beyond the arc. And he certainly has the ability to do so.
And we'll keep you posted as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. But that's our current list for the three-point contest.
It's going to be a fantastic competition. We've got an endless supply of shooters in this league, and that contest will be heated.
And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Really left him alone that time. Magician's got 11.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth, it is really competitive out there.
Hey, you can't block it. Sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Florida shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
2 shots.
First one falls for him. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And that's about what we expect. He's been excellent from the line tonight.
Gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go in the second quarter. Magician, pass to the Magician. The shot. He missed there. His first misfire in 5 tries. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
He has been in a great flow tonight, converting at a high rate.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Ball stolen. Florida moving the ball around. And here's Ingram outside. Drills it from deep. Ingram's got 6 in the quarter.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
We've got 1:55 left in the second period. And that one's good. Magician. And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Florida making a switch here.
Substitution for Florida. Number 11. Number 13.
And so it's Ingram with it. He brings it up for Florida. For 3. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Pass to Sanders. A minute 20 left to play in the half.
Florida foul. 0. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Magician. The layup off target.
And one of the reasons they're down right now is because they've fallen in love with the jump shot.
And it's in there. Ingram's got 10 points in the game.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, the way this game is going, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
And that one's good.
That's a great move if you can pull it off, especially against tight defense.
Takes the 3. And again, it's Florida from deep.
The shots are falling, and he is making it look easy.
46 seconds left in the first half of this game. Pass to Malone. Here's Magician. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. Magician's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, if he's going to be covered like that, he has to continue to take that shot.
Back to Lee. Lets the 3 fly. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
Shooting an unreal 69%. Really special stuff here. Here's Magician. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Jacks up a 3. And he sinks it again. 7 of 7 from the field now.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
And so it's Florida with a commanding 22-point lead going into the break. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
And it's time for your fan half-court shot. Please direct your attention to center court. Drum roll. They're thinking about the shot. Oh. Give it up for the participant.
Greetings. First off, some updates for you as we take a look at our all-star voting totals. And guys, allow me to digress. Anybody care to explain what I saw in the catering area a few minutes ago?
No, Ernie. Shaq started it. I promise you, Ernie. It was not me. I never throw the first chicken meal.
Yeah, I can't believe you just snitched Kenny.
Well, I don't care who did it. You're both cleaning it up.
But Ernie was Kenny.
And going back now to that first half, you could say things are going extremely well for Florida.
Their efficiency on offense has been off the charts. Credit them for coming out and executing.
The players are happy. The coaches are happy. Let's see if that sticks in half number 2. And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. And it's Magician in at the 1. That's the group for Willie Green getting going here in the second half. Florida leading by 22. And he banks in the layup. He's got 7.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. Hey, guess what? mission accomplished.
There is no doubt about it. They've done a great job minimizing all of the external factors. Gets one to go. It's been a great personal night for him, but those mean a lot less if you're losing.
Florida with the ball. Florida moving the ball around. Here's Lee. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Lee's got 16 points now.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Magician, the pass to Malone. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Lee. Fires from deep. And again, it's Florida from deep.
And that make brings them to 3 for 4, and the game plan seems to be working here early.
90 seconds into the second half now. To the inside. Here's Malone. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Now, he's been reliable tonight, but that's certainly not the case for his team in general.
To the wing on the left. From downtown. The rebound by Malone.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Florida foul call.
And so Willie Green decides to call a timeout.
Team foul.
Tim, you graduated with an MBA from an elite business school. How has that impacted how you look at the NBA?
Well, it certainly gives you a look at how the business side of things are impacted in the NBA and a real grasp of the numbers. And man, oh man, are those numbers big at this level.
Out to the right wing. Magician, the pass to Sanders. Here's Magician. Here's Magician. They get it back. Drives to the hoop. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy. 18 points for him.
Well, he just outworked everybody there. Give him credit. He deserved to be rewarded for that effort.
Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thank you, Brian. Commissioner Adam Silver was asked about the wildest ideas thrown around in the league office. He said, quote, one thing that's been discussed is potentially 2 free throws for a foul on a 3-point shot. I don't think we'd do it in the last 2 minutes of the game, but that's something interesting. BA, back to you.
Not a bad idea. Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Here's Magician. Here's Magician. The quick look, no good that time.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Basket counts.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Got just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter.
Seen that play develop ahead of time. Hits his man in stride.
Sinks that one from the post.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
Pass to Magician, to the right side. Here's Magician. Off target from 3-point range.
Well, this has been far from his best game, and if they're going to come back here, he's got to find a way to get going.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the third.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
And that one is hammered home.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, he took that up with great confidence. Tremendous finish.
Misses the wing 3. Gone 5 of 11 in this third quarter. Here's Magician. Second shot opportunity. Rebound Florida. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Pass to Magician. Ooh, they pick off the pass. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. About halfway through the season, let's take a look at the standings out west. Taking a look at Florida, they're currently holding on to the 3rd best record in the conference. Currently a ways below.
Right now for Florida, you have to really give it to them. I mean, they are backing up all the preseason hype. They've been outstanding early.
Well, they were in everyone's crosshairs, and they've actually outperformed some of those predictions. That is not easy to do with a target on your back.
Here's Magician. Offensive rebound. Yes, it's good.
Yeah, scoring off of missed shots. That's a big part of his game.
For Florida, they've gone 8 of 12 from the floor in the third quarter. And here's Brown for three. Counted from distance.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Magician, and he sinks the 11-footer. Magician's got 4 points in the quarter.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Here's Magician. He has 6. Such a wide open look. Magician's got his third bucket of the night.
What a beautiful look. Attacking the defense and then kicking it outside.
And the three-pointer goes.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
And 3 quarters of play in the books. This one's all but over already. Florida out in front, just dominating this one. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for quarter number 4. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
Well, he made the right play. It didn't have to be a highlight reel play, and that's all you can ask from any position.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Taking a look at Florida. Oh, wasted no time on that one.
Well, you can't ignore someone like that on the perimeter. If he gets a good look, he is going to knock it down.
The shot by Magician, no good. Ingram finds Brown. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Ingram. Ingram's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Down low. Here's Malone. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
What a heads-up pass to know that his teammate was going to be available down in the paint.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
And all of that success from the three-point line will open up driving lanes. Let's see if they can take advantage of that as well.
A nice shot by Brown.
3 points.
And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for Florida.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And I also really like the pace they've played with in this one, specifically how high tempo it's been, clearly working to their advantage so far.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Here's Magician. Here's Holland, defended by Brown. The 3. Rebound Florida. Back to Brown. To the paint. The 3 is up. The shot comes out. Gotten half of their attempts to fall in the 4th. 2 for 4 now. Holland for 3. Knocks down the long J. Holland's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Well, the defense needs to be better there. They gave way too much space.
Brown can't hit. Gone 3 of 5 since this 4th quarter started. All right, Legs, when it comes to rim protection, other than Victor Wembanyama, who's at the top of your list?
Well, certainly his fellow countryman Rudy Gobert would be up there, but I also like guys like Jaren Jackson Jr. and Evan Mobley because I like guys who combine shot blocking with mobility on the perimeter.
Such an influx of great talent with size in the NBA right now.
Great list of young guys who can do both.
Well, officials have never been under greater scrutiny, so development is key, Grant. And I read now they have a training app refs can use on their phones.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen the players leveraging electronics to train smarter, and it's great to see the officials making use of technology as well.
Here's Magician. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. And here's Brown for 3. And again, it's Florida from deep.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Magician, the pass to Malone. Here's Magician. The three. He can't get it to go.
He had more than enough room to hit that, just couldn't make it happen.
Here's Ingram. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Ingram's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And continues his perfect night. It's unreal. I just hope he doesn't believe in the announcer's jinx.
And that one's good. Magician.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
Three-pointer. Brown, no good. Gone 5 of 8 from the field so far in the fourth. Here's Magician. And the jumper from the wing offline. For Florida, they've gone 7 for 11 so far in the fourth. And here's Brown for three. He buries it from three.
And let's face it, when you're down this many points, you simply can't let them get that good of a look.
One more miscommunication at the defensive end. Just brutal. It can't happen.
Out to the wing. Pass to Magician. Here's Magician. Out left to the wing. Here's Magician, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. Florida moving the ball around. A nice shot by Brown.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Well, the volume has been there, but so has the efficiency, which is why they're in control of this game.
Here's Magician, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Their front court has owned this game, playing big and showing tremendous skill.
Drive by Brown, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Brown's got 17 now, just in the second half. Here's Magician, defended by Brown. Pass to Magician. Here's Malone. To the middle. Here's Magician. Good. He's been great in this one. 9 for 15 after that shot.
And where was this type of effort earlier in the game? Unfortunately, this run will be all for nothing.
Well, they have finally found something that's working, but it's against a defense that clearly has let up since they have the lead.
Here's Magician. And they cash it in right away with a quick shot.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
Pass to Ingram from outside the arc. Pure from three-point range.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
It is never easy to win on the road, but they rose to the challenge.
And that one's good. Magician.
Watching the trajectory on a floater never gets old. One of the most fun ways to score that this league has.
Pass to Ingram. Here's the three, and that one drops.
Well, he's having a big scoring night, but he's doing it extremely efficiently. This is impressive.
And so Florida takes the win. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For reporter Allie LaForce and for Tim Legler and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for joining us. And time now for our player of the game.